Today on Leadership and Influence, we're going to be talking about 3 ways you can increase your happiness by planning ahead. Hello, once again, my name is Adam Strunz, executive, entrepreneur, and speaker, and I'm glad you're here today because we're going to be talking about making room for happiness in our lives. And that all begins with planning ahead. It's important that each of us know that happiness doesn't happen on accident. Stress happens on accident. If you don't plan, you're planning to fail. And it's important to plan ahead if you want more happiness in your life, especially in the times we're facing these days. My advice is this: happiness starts the day before. When you're getting ready for bed, it's important to have a nighttime routine. First of all, number 1 is this: make your bedroom a sanctuary. Make sure that your room is a place where you can go and find peace, where you can have prayer, meditation, where you can think about the positive things of life. And so that's my number 1. Make your bedroom, the place where you sleep, a sanctuary. Tip number 2 is this, and this is difficult for all of us considering we're watching all this on YouTube, but when it's time to go to sleep, put away the devices. Turn the screens off. Give yourself some time to take a breath. When we consume and consume and consume right before we fall asleep, our mind runs and we think, and we have to process what we were just looking at, and then it takes us quite a bit of time to fall asleep. And thirdly, when it comes to having a nighttime routine, I say this: always go to bed and wake up at the same time. That has been a huge part of my success in life, is going to bed and waking up at the same time. When I'm being most productive, when I'm being most efficient, when I'm being most on top of my goals, most on top of the things that I'm trying to achieve, I go to bed and I wake up at the same time, because it allows me to have routine. It gives me consistency. When I wake up in the morning, I have a peace that makes room in my life for happiness. Now the second part, this is a really good one, which is when you plan ahead for happiness, a big piece of that will be waking up early enough to have some you time, some me time. Having me time relieves stress. It allows you to just take a deep breath, right? Because you can get up, you can get dressed, you can get ready, you can find the clothes that you want to wear. You're not in a hurry, you're not in a rush. You're able to get your favorite thing to eat for the morning, maybe Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries or whatever you prefer. I mean, that's maybe just me. It's important for us to get some me time, and I have some ways that you can improve your me time that really improve my life and bring and make room for happiness. Number 1 is this: I like to read in the morning. I prefer to read my Bible, but you might read a newspaper, you might read an article online, something that helps you just to relax and to get your mind moving and getting prepared for thinking during the day. Get that fog out of your mind and get ready to move forward. Get ready to take the world on. Get ready to make a difference. You have to do that in some way. For me, it's reading my Bible. I also like to take time for prayer. You might take time for silent meditation or some deep breathing, maybe some stretching. And for me, I like to pray. And prayer really fills my life and makes room for happiness to happen. I also enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning. Coffee and lingering over it allows me to take the time to take a deep breath before I head off to the office. If I have to get up, rush, grab my coffee in a mug, well, that's not happening right now, but if I had to rush into the other room and then rush back because I have a Zoom meeting to get to, right, it's not enjoyable. But if I have time to sit down at my computer, have a cup of coffee, do some reading, have some prayer, you can feel the peace falling over you right now just thinking about it. You know, I also like to spend some time with my pet, dog Sadie, cat Euchre, and that just gives me a time to relax and spend some time with them, talk to them, and receive the love and the care that I have their companionship for. And so that's step number 2. Wake up early enough to have a little me time. Step number 3 is this: leave early enough to be at work on time. Now, right now we're all working from home, or most of us are. Some of us might be happy, but most of us are. But if I wake up and I just hurry around and I'm trying to find my computer and trying to plug my computer in and just all these things are happening and I just go crazy. If I take the time and I'm ready for work, I've taken some of my me time in the morning and I'm ready to go and I'm prepared, it creates room for happiness. If I run late, I don't quite know what I'm doing, it just creates room for stress. And for me, stress leads to anger. Anger leads to problems with relationships with the people around me. So here's this. Leave for work early so that if your commute or your walk to the bedroom takes too long, you're not stressed when you get there. You might even have the opportunity to look at your task list for the day, your schedule for the day. Make sure you're making the right calls. Make sure you have the right priorities. So take the time to plan ahead so that when you're at the workplace, you feel good about it, you're ready to make a difference, and you have the attitude you want to make room for happiness in your life. So that leaves me with this, today's growth question of the day. Which one of these tips, the leaving early for work, getting up and getting some me time, or having a bedtime routine, which one of those do you need to work on most so that you can start to reach your goals and head towards the future that you desire as a leader? For me, I need to get back to my bedtime routine. So list yours in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you and chat with you about those. If you enjoy leadership and influence, hit that subscribe button. It's been awesome to be with you again. I look forward to talking to you soon. And remember, you can win if you want to, so go out and get it.